Do you ever catch yourself focusing on what's missing instead of what you already have? Do you ever feel like you're so busy that you forget to pause and appreciate all of the blessings that are right in front of you? What if I told you today that shifting your mindset, even just a little, can change your entire day, your energy, and even your life? But hello, beautiful queens. I am Dr. Monique McGee. I'm a life coach and I'm an educator, and I am someone who, after the age of 50, has transformed my life. And I am here to help you to live your best life possible. Today, we are talking about something simple. We're talking about the powerful attitude of gratitude. And I just want to remind you that this mindset can shape your life. And when you cultivate gratitude, you tap into more joy, more peace, and more abundance. So have you ever noticed that when you focus on what you don't want, life seems to become more difficult? But when you focus on what you do have, things change for the better. That is the power of having an attitude of gratitude. So what is gratitude and why is it important? So gratitude is not just saying thank you when you receive something, even though that is part of it. Gratitude is a positive emotion that involves being thankful and appreciative, and it is associated with several mental and health benefits. And research bears this out. So research shows that people who practice gratitude consistently experience better mental health, they sleep better, it reduces stress and anxiety, they have better relationships, it boosts and improves their overall happiness and feeling of well-being. But the great part about it is you can start today just really having an attitude of gratitude. An interesting thing that I found out is that gratitude changes our brain. So when you express gratitude, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin. And this is one of the reasons why you just become happier from the inside out. Gratitude also improves optimism, satisfaction, and your quality of life. And the great thing about this is gratitude is a choice. It's not something that you have to be born with. Right? It's not a temperament that you're born with, and either some people are grateful or some people are not. It is something that you can choose to do and to cultivate in your life. I've heard this saying so many times that what you appreciates. So as you appreciate the good things that are happening in your life, then you will have more good things happen. I also heard that if you complain, you will remain. So it's like two sides of the same coin, right? So when you focus on good things, more good things happen. When you focus on negative things, it seems like more negativity seems to happen. Here's a quote from Oprah Winfrey that kind of has this same sentiment. Be thankful for what you have, you'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never ever have enough. So now that we know that it's a choice, how do you cultivate this attitude of gratitude? One of the ways you can do it is just count your blessings. So some people would want to do it when they wake up, as you're thinking or praying or meditating in your bed. Just really think about 3 things that you are grateful for in your life. This is a powerful way to start your day, to just remind yourself to look for the good things in life. Some people may prefer to do this at night. Again, before you go to sleep, just think about 3 things that happen in your life. They can be big, they can be small, but 3 things that you are grateful for. Maybe you're grateful for your grandchildren. Maybe you're grateful that your neighbor stopped by and said a kind word. Maybe you're grateful because you got a promotion or the project went well at work, or you've gotten more business if you're an entrepreneur. There's so many things that you have that you can be grateful for. Some may seem very minute. Maybe you were grateful that you got a great parking spot when you were running late. It doesn't really matter how big or how small. It's just the having this attitude of just really, seeing the good around you and being thankful. Another way to cultivate this attitude is to keep a gratitude journal. So you can use a notebook, you can use an actual journal, but take the time to write out things that you are grateful for. This can be something that you do daily. I usually do things in 3, but you can do it any way that you would want. But you can write down 3 things that you are thankful for. You can do it where it's a list and you do it every day, or you may really want to expand and expound as to why you are grateful for these different things. This all helps to just really change your mindset. And the great thing about keeping a gratitude journal is that maybe you have a day and things do not seem to be going the way you would want them to go. When you look at your gratitude journal, you can look at, oh, this good thing happened yesterday, and last week these things happened, and just that I was grateful for the sunset, or I was grateful for whatever. But it's a way of helping you to be more positive and to remember all of the great things that you have going on. Verbal gratitude is another way to cultivate this attitude where you are verbally expressing your thankfulness. I work in an area where we work with at-risk youth, and I really try to see when coworkers or staff are going above and beyond for our clientele. And I might say, thank you so much for helping this other person. I saw you do this thing that you didn't have to do, and you are helping to change this person's life. So I like to verbally say thank you. If I see someone who is serving in the military, I will often just say thank you for your service. Again, I am appreciative that people are willing to risk their lives to help me to be safe. I just like to say thank you to people, and it makes a difference. And if this is something that doesn't come naturally to you, you can have little reminders. So there are times if I'm trying to change my mindset, I may change the wallpaper on my phone with a quote or something. For instance, you can get a picture that says, remember to have an attitude of gratitude. And every time you pick up your phone, then you would just remind it. Maybe you want to put a post-it note on your monitor at work. Just a little note here and there just to remind you. If you saw the movie The Color Purple, but in the beginning you see some fields with some purple flowers, and the narrator basically says, I believe it makes God angry when we walk by the color purple in a field and we don't notice it. So that's just a reminder that we should appreciate the beauty that is all around us. Also, as a way to cultivate this attitude of gratitude, you can meditate and just, be thankful for those things around you. You can also pray on a daily basis, just giving thanks for all of the things that you have. I am a Christian, so I like to thank God for all the things He has done for me, all the things that He will do, right? And just to really just be mindful of all the good things that are in your life. So being thankful can change your perspective, because I am not someone who just believes that life will just go perfectly. I have lived too many years for that. But there is a way that we can reframe a situation, and we can see challenges as lessons instead of burdens. And so Nelson Mandela has a quote, and it says, I don't lose, I either win or I learn. And I have this quote on my vision board. I have this quote next to my desk in my office at work. I don't lose, I either win or I learn. So no matter what the situation is, I'm going to make it good for me, right? It's going to be for my benefit. This way, setbacks become opportunities for growth, and everyday moments can be even more meaningful. So some things in my life that I am thankful for, or I've learned to be able to reframe. Again, I'm thankful for my job because I get to change the lives of students. So regardless to anything that may be going on with corporate politics, or if things aren't going the way that I would want it to go, I always have something that I can be thankful for, right? With my job, I get to change people's lives. Not only that, I get a paycheck, so I get to get paid for doing it. I'm thankful for different relationships in my life. I'm thankful for my mother, that at my age, I still have my mother, because I know that a lot of people don't. And I'm very, very thankful for my relatives that I have in my life. I'm thankful for my children. I'm thankful for friends. I'm thankful for coworkers. I'm just thankful that I get to interact with people. I'm thankful for you all, that I get to impact you all, that this is just part of my purpose and I get to live out my purpose, and I'm so thankful for that. I'm thankful for my body, regardless of what's going on and how I may think I need to improve. Like, this is the body that moves me around, right? My fingers work and my toes work, and I'm breathing and I'm healthy and I'm happy, and I'm just thankful for that. I remember when I had this switch, it was maybe about 5 years ago. So instead of just beating myself up because you need to lose weight or you're not in shape, whatever, I decided to be thankful. And as I became more appreciative of my body, then I wanted to treat it better. And I started working out, and I started drinking water and eating more vegetables, and being concerned about my protein and just moving more. And then I lost some weight and I'm healthier. So just the simple act of being thankful for my body helped to change things. And I'm just thankful for being alive, y'all, because I get to still impact the lives of my adult children. I get to make a difference. And I'm so, so grateful just for being alive. Another thing about gratitude is that it is a form of self-care. So on this channel, we will talk a lot about self-care. It is so, so important. We will continually talking about not just pouring into everyone else, but you need to pour into your own cup so that your cup is full, so your cup runneth over. And when you take the time to appreciate your own efforts and your own things that you have going for you, it helps to reinforce that you are important, that you do matter. You can say thank you to yourself, and this will boost your own self-worth, your own self-esteem. Just think about all of these things that you do to better yourself, to better your community, to help your family, to help your church, whatever it is. Just thank you to yourself. Notice your accomplishments, and this will help you to reduce self-criticism. So please stop being so hard on yourself. Appreciate all the steps you are making in the right direction. This is something that was very difficult for me, is that for many, many years, I was very, very hard on myself, so that if I had a goal and I had these 10 things that I wanted to do, even if I accomplished 7 or 8, I would just beat myself up because of those 2 or 3 things that I did not do. Right? Like, you failed. If I wanted to lose 10 pounds and I only lost 6 in that time period, then it's like, oh, you failed. And what I had to start doing was to really celebrate every small win. And I am such a big proponent of that now. I celebrate every win. And I'm just excited about that. As you know, I just recently started the YouTube channel. I celebrate every view, I celebrate every like, anybody who subscribes, and I'm not beating myself up. And I know that as I continue, then the channel will grow, I will get to impact more people. But I have decided to be thankful and excited about all of the positive things that are happening, right? So I encourage you to celebrate what somebody else might say that is not a big deal. But if you on today drink 8 cups of water and that has been a challenge for you, then celebrate it. Woohoo, right? You're making a step in the right direction. If you want to start a business and you took some time and you started working on your business plan, then that's great. If you designed your logo today, whatever it is, no matter how small it may seem, celebrate that you took a step in the right direction. But celebrating small wins has absolutely changed my life for the better. And I try to celebrate the wins of others as well. So here are some practices that you can do. We talked about taking some time when you are getting ready to go to bed at night to just really reflect on positive things that happen in your life. I also suggest that you take time at your meals to really be thankful that you have a healthy meal that can give you energy that will nourish your body, right? There are people who don't have the options of having an abundance of food. So just be thankful for that. If you're stuck in traffic, just take the time to look around you. And if you can see trees, just notice the beauty. Right? If it's a nice blue sky, let's notice that. So instead of being frustrated, look around and just be thankful that you have a reliable vehicle. Right? Be thankful that your state has these paved highways and roads and everything that makes it easier for you to commute. Just try to find something in a situation that you can be thankful for. Because as we wrap up, please remember that gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a lifestyle. It's a whole different mindset. So I would love to hear from you today. Like 3 things that you are grateful for. Please put those in the comments. Right? I want to celebrate with you. I am very grateful and I am honored that you stayed to the end of this video. Thank you so much. And if you want more information, more inspiration, more strategies, more tips, please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can get a notification when a new video comes out. So again, thank you so much for being here. Please be blessed, and I'll see you on the next video.